last tier list, we talked about in it that we thought how cool it would be to maybe rank every team on their entire jersey history.
Whole thing.
A lot of love in it for the comments, and then it actually kind of just worked out really well that we'd been doing these videos with EA, and basically we thought, what better way to scroll through a bunch of the jerseys than just in the game? They've got the reverse retros in the game now, so we can kind of see everything there. There'll be like now and again a jersey maybe that's not included that we can reference, but overall you get a really good understanding of a team's jersey history in the game. So we're just kind of flowing through that, and we're gonna rank them. Let's kick it off. Let's start with Daniel Z over there, and he's ranking the Washington Capitals.
We're starting from the bottom.
There's no order. I just put the logos into the tier list, and they are in a very random order.
When these first came out, like the ones that they currently wear, they're all right. You know, they were of that era, the Reebok Edge era. They were fine, and it was cool that it was something new, but it's felt like outdated for like 5 years or more now. But, you know, when they had the eagle on there, amazing. Their original jerseys, fantastic.
And Capital building.
I even think like this version of their current one.
Very cool. That's an OG.
So nice.
That's an OG.
People crap on this one. I think it's kind of cool. Reminds me of Winnipeg.
I was gonna say I actually don't like this one at all. It looks like a hotel.
I don't
either.
Looks like a hotel logo.
Yeah, but the W is a great hotel.
I'm gonna give it a B. I'm gonna put them in B, which is like lower B, and I get Corin hates when we do this because B is B, but like sometimes a lower B.
No, they've had some amazing jerseys.
That seems fair.
I would say you could even stick them in A.
Yeah, I would have considered an A, but
their current one, which they've had for a long time, and a lot of their success, aka the Cup win.
Yeah.
It counts for a lot of their history, and I just don't think it's that great of a jersey. Like from like a neutral perspective.
So like when you're talking about just their best jerseys, they're some of my favorites in hockey history.
I think their new reverse retro was like literally one of the nicest jerseys ever made, ever.
I think the highs are high, but like
the lows,
there's like the lows are pretty low on all the stadium series.
Either way, I think overall, I think we're all fine with B.
Yeah.
B is fine for that.
A's for heavy hitters.
Oh yeah. Well, and it's always tough to start off with an A because it's like
you're setting the standard right there.
We're not trying to fill that category, you know. We want a lean A section.
Yeah. I mean,
Jesse, up with the Philadelphia Flyers.
All right, before we do that, bottoms up, purple warhead.
Is that an actual warhead? Don't know how this added to your pick at all.
But what we do know about Jesse is he loved the Flyers reverse retro.
Yeah, I think he's actually going to be... Well, I think he just loves their jerseys in general.
I love the Flyers jerseys. Let's see him.
If you loved it once, you've loved them for their entirety because they're not that different.
No.
So we got the reverse retro. We've got their alternate's really nice. I love this one, honestly. The Stadium
really nice.
series they did with the Penguins.
It's not bad, yeah.
That is one of my favorite jerseys of all time.
Honestly, I feel like I think
Flyer
of
jersey's sick.
like Simone Gagne.
Oh, yeah.
First guy.
Dude,
you don't think of
John Leclerc.
Roman Czech Manic.
Jeremy Roenick. The 06-07 Flyer jerseys, I think, are honestly some of the nicest jerseys ever. So nice. The logo's so nice. The colors work well. It's not too busy. And I like their jerseys now, too. Honestly, guys, people might give me some slack for this. I'm sticking them in an A.
I guess it's like I wish there was a little more creativity. I wish they had.
There's not a lot of variety.
But I kind of like that there's not, because they've always stayed true to their logo and their classic look. And like it's like we're the Flyers. We like this is who we are.
Are they not Jersey royalty, to be honest? Like again, they're like
they
an
are.
expansion era team. We're gonna classic logo.
That's my favorite.
They're hockey.
Probably my favorite logo in the
of
NHL. One of them for sure.
When you think of like the Blues, who I think have been around for really similar time to them, they also have great jerseys, but they have a lot more variety. And then so are we going to put those in the same category? Yeah, it's good. It's a classic hockey jersey, and I think that is a B to me because I think a B is good. So we'll put it in A because that's what Jesse put it in. But I'm voting for B.
On the record for not hating your A, but he
because
swung.
you do whatever Corwin does.
No,
what a shocker!
What
a freaking shocker!
If you want to play back the
what
tape,
a shocker!
I literally brought up the point of it not being creative, so that was my point.
It doesn't always have to be overly creative.
That's fine.
Such classics.
But no one's saying it's a bad thing. We're just saying that
B2.
You guys can all
teams
kick rocks.
comparatively
Go to the next.
A high B.
Go to the next.
I'm up with the Devils, and honestly, very quickly, it's a C. It's
no.
Whoa! Come on, no. Like their current Adidas era, like Adidas has done them.
Yeah, no. C. I love the green ones too.
For their entire jersey history.
Sick.
Those are sick.
Come on.
The 07.
Yeah.
Those are so nice.
They're nice.
I think it's a B probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take the logo into account too. Like how
That's a
cool is
classic
the
logo.
Devils logo?
For the Devils!
They've got the Rockies too, which is really nice, and the KC Scouts as part of their franchise history. And I think those jerseys are nice.
We're in a crispy Bobby Holik version of that. Come on now.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't.
yeah.
Either
It's a
way,
B.
I'm fine with it being a B.
do
Luca,
it
you
again.
are up with the Columbus Blue Jackets.
All right, this is an interesting one. I mean, my initial thoughts on Columbus's jersey, without scrolling through their history right now, are I don't think I'll put it higher than a B. I think it'll probably end up being a C or D. I love the Cannon jersey, and
That's
their
a
original
sick
jersey
That's
is
sick.
amazing.
Their OG ones were nice.
Their OG one is spectacular. The green,
for you.
The green makes
The
it
cool
stand out
accent.
You know what
so
else
nicely.
Is, you know what else is really cool? It actually says CB.
Or CBJ?
CBJ.
CBJ.
Yeah.
CBJ. and
That's
the logo.
Oh,
that's
say,
a
but then-
sick logo.
It is, but I'm not gonna. The 06-07 home and away is beautiful, but they've really gone away from it. I
Yeah.
hate their new logo.
Yeah.
Really don't like what they've done with the reverse retro. So
I think this is a D, honestly. I just think
Interesting.
overall they're so not memorable.
I
This is
do,
one
yeah.
step below the Flyers.
No, put it in D. D.
fair.
D.
That's a good way to phrase it. All right.
It's a high B for the Flyers.
Wow, Z, you've got an elite one.
You're up with the Penguins.
Wow. Come on. What are we even doing here? D. No, A. Just kidding. D. D. A. A.
What-
Yeah, sorry.
what's
Sorry.
going
What are you doing?
I just fried my own
What
brain.
am I doing?
A.
Druin.
Sorry, A. It's easily in NHL history. They have some of the greatest jerseys of all time.
Nobody makes an argument for this for the best.
I was gonna
I
say,
was
like,
gonna bring it up.
I just
I
don't want to
wanna-
do it early. That's all. I just don't want to do it
That's
early.
fair.
But like you can always put something in the best,
And then we can
knock it out
decide
later,
after.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, tuck it in the best
Yeah.
one then, because
Love
it's
it.
a clear contender for the best. They've like Nary had like a bad era of jerseys, except for when Sydney first came in, and they're like, let's just mute all our colors. Cool. I like that people like it now because it's like associated to winning and his first years in the league. But like,
What kind of color were they going for here? It's like they went for
awful.
it's like they went for gold with the Golden Knights, except someone took an eraser and just erased over it.
I feel like they ushered in really cool Winter Classic jerseys. Like they started off that one against the Sabres with an absolute heater, and then they made some more heaters too for that.
they made some junk. As we
They
said,
did
with
for
that
sure,
one
but
stadium.
there was that era of like kind of junk ones for everybody. But like they really established what a good outdoor game sweater looks like, and I give them extra points for that too.
They've had some stinkers too, which when we're going over the best of the best, maybe think of that one too.
For sure.
I think we're all fine with them in the best for now. They might get knocked down.
Yeah.
But, okay, next up, Jesse, you're with the Islanders.
It's tough because obviously the Islanders have had some. I actually like their jerseys now. I didn't mind the Brooklyn jersey. That's so
Yeah, the Brooklyn one was probably
like
one of
that
their
one.
nicest. Like
okay, but then you go to like 06, 07, and like
They've had some bad.
I'm like, what is that? And they also have that one diary one
The,
that
like,
looks like a
gray
roll.
one?
Yeah, the rollerblade one.
Yeah.
Honestly, the Islanders have had some really cool ones, but I feel like they haven't done a good job spicing things up with what they have. They've actually tried, and they have generally kind of failed because I like the logo, and I think that they have had some cool jerseys with the fishermen too.
Yeah.
And the OGs.
OGs
are classic.
of course.
Yeah.
But like they've just had some terrible jerseys. I'm gonna put them in a C.
Yeah,
that's fair.
that seems fair.
That's
Very
fair.
fair.
It's totally held
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
the history, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm up with what I consider to be a tough one. Carolina, if you isolate them from Hartford, bad. I do not like their jerseys. Then you add in Hartford, and I think it bumps it up quite a bit because obviously I think those are some of the best jerseys of all time.
Don't put in delete.
No,
okay.
no, of course not. So I'm saying the Carolina ones I'm just not a big fan of in general.
The black one though. None of you like that one?
The
Not
2016-17
really,
alternate.
What? No one.
I like the one with the
I
two
love-
flags more because it shows the
like
shape
that.
of North Carolina
I love
between the
that
two flags.
They're very lucky they've got that Hartford history because I'm gonna throw them. Nah, I'm gonna put C. Like the weirdest thing is like they're confused about what they want to do. Like for their home and away jerseys, they don't even use their own logo anymore. And like,
Yeah.
so like,
They're
do you
confused.
not like your own logo? Like, and because I don't, so I agree.
I like it.
Luca, you were up with the New York Rangers.
It's a good one. It's a classic.
Original
And,
six.
That's actually a tough one.
They've
Th-
had
that
some,
is
they've had some
awful.
tough they've
Yeah,
had some tough
AHL.
Stadium Series jerseys, but what team hasn't? I mean, oh man, the 70s.
I think their 70s jerseys are awful.
Really? I
like
them.
those.
He doesn't.
I like them.
I don't mind them.
I like them.
They're uglier than their current
They're
their
definitely
current
worse,
jerseys.
yeah, they're
Like,
definitely
that logo.
worse than
I don't
their
understand
current
what's so
ones.
sweet about that logo. I still don't get it.
It sounds like a lot of hate, and I'll probably get voted down, but I was going to put them in A. I think it's a really classic jersey, and I feel like they're one of the teams that does the diagonal the best.
They do
And
the diagonal the
they
best.
pull that off so well.
I think their away jersey is so nice.
The font on their numbers and like the actual nameplates on the home and the way, just the traditional, are beautiful.
Another thing I love, the Statue of Liberty jerseys are incredible, and I feel like of all original six franchises, like they're a very traditional franchise where they don't have a mascot, only team that doesn't have a mascot, and so it's like they're traditional in that sense, but they also had the presence of mind to try something.
I love the Rangers jerseys because I think just like their home and away jerseys, the regular ones are like some of the nicest in the league, and I think that alone is enough to justify them as A. But one thing I am kind of sick of, this whole, it's classic. It's classic. That doesn't make it a nice jersey.
I mean, it does to some people because like that's just like how taste works. Like there are certain things like the nostalgia of something because it's a first. It's what established what the entire look of a sport is, what the entire look of what jerseys mean to you.
which
Which
I
it
think
means
is-
something when it's classic.
And I think that's pretty accurate for these jerseys. It's a pretty it's a quintessential hockey jersey.
Yeah.
Where when I think of a hockey jersey,
It's one of the first ones you think of.
for one of the first ones, and like especially think about how many jerseys have that font down like this, and I would say like they're the first person that people remember.
A?
Yeah, I'm fine
All
with
right.
A.
Sweet.
Z, you are up with another classic, the Montreal Canadiens.
It is a classic.
Oh.
What was that?
They used to have that when they scored.
Very happy
Please
they
hit
got
up
rid of
the
it.
comments if I'm crazy or not. I swear they used to play that. Here's the thing. They are a classic, and they are one of the first jerseys you think of. Kind of similar like to the Rangers, where the Rangers did something outside of their classic look that's worked that people heavily love. The Habs, their home and away jerseys are that's kind of it. Like that's what their entire history should be because they are again like quintessential hockey. That alone makes it like an A, and to some people they would argue for the greatest because it's like the logo you think of in hockey or one of the 6. But they don't really have anything else outside of that, and I know there people are gonna be like, they don't need anything else. Like that's it. Like that's like telling the Yankees they need something else.
No, but wait, they made the candy cane jersey.
And
One
they
of
have
the
a
worst of all time.
I don't know. Like
They've got a light blue jersey now.
Yeah.
I hate the reverse retro jersey. I'm sorry.
I like
It's a
that one,
crap
actually.
jersey.
Yeah, put an A for now, but like if it got voted down, I'd understand.
See, this is a jersey to me that I would vote down.
I would too.
Man, I would take those Flyers jerseys over those Canadian jerseys any day of the week. The 06-07 Flyers jerseys any day of the week. I would take those.
too. But.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. So
like, these
I
are
would
just
also
kinda
vote it
boring
down
to
to a
me.
B.
Yeah.
I think you did the right move where it's like you kind of got to give them the
pay your
credit.
respect
Yeah.
and-
Give them their flowers, but also recognize that they probably should move down.
Jesse, up with actually I think kind of an
This is a
interesting
fun one.
Is this an interesting one?
The Florida Panthers.
Yes.
Ooh, here we go.
Who like I don't know. I don't even know if
Did
I
they
know
do that
this from
after
you
they
guys.
scored?
Like, what do you
remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
What I don't even know if I know what you guys think of their current look.
Awful.
I don't like it.
At first, I wanted to like
average.
them when I first saw it, and then it's like it's just plain, but also just like not good.
Not into it.
It's very
It's pretty
average. That logo
Oh
is
my
sick.
God.
Just much better.
The OG is so nice.
Yeah, OGs.
Those
Logo and the
are
colors, they're
sick.
legit.
Yeah.
Those are
logos and
2006,
colors work.
2007. Yeah.
Oh, baby.
But like even
Nice.
before that, this is the
That
last
is-
time they had it before
God.
they messed it up. And then like what
That
like,
is so nice. I was originally going to say, you know what, this is a C. But one thing that I think might actually kick it up, I think the Panthers reverse retro jersey is just so nice. I really feel like it's the most unique reverse retro, and they did a great job with their reverse retro last year. I'm torn between a C and a B. I think I'm going to go B.
I would rank their old jerseys as an A, their current ones as a C. And
I think
then-
this is a C personally. No one. I'd vote to C.
I might go to C with you because like when you look at the teams next to them,
I
That
want to
is-
see
that is
how
a
it
thing.
shakes out a little more before.
but like
But
can't
like
you
you
already
say-
see you're next to the Capitals,
Yeah, I
Flyers,
guess so.
Devils,
Get to-
Habs.
But
Get
man,
on
their
down.
original jerseys are so nice.
I'm voting C if anyone wants.
I'll do C.
You've convinced me, Z.
Okay, I'm up with the Tampa Bay Lightning, who I
Love you,
think
Paul.
have a great reverse retro, and I think they have a C jersey history. I don't even think there's that much to go into here. I know you guys definitely like their classic a little more than
black
me do.
and silver are
But
nice, man.
but it's not enough to give them like.
I think C is too low because the Lightning
my
have had some, in my opinion, some of the coolest jerseys literally in the history of the league.
Wait. How about the current?
What? Okay.
Go to the current.
Hot take. I actually like Tampa's current jerseys. I think they're simple. I think they're clean. And like, man, you take into account their jerseys that they wore when they won the cup, their reverse retro jerseys. I think Tampa has some of the coolest jerseys at least a B.
The one thing that I could
B.
see them going up to B from you saying that is that I don't think they've ever really done anything that wrong.
Bullets was kind of
Bolts,
crap.
yeah, because they get mentioned for that.
Wait,
a lot.
what?
true.
And this one, the
Yeah, those are
2010,
bad.
2011.
But like,
Okay,
it's hard to
one bad
criticize
jersey.
the Reebok Edge stuff because
no,
it's
it
just,
is. I
it's
know.
just everybody.
It was an era of jerseys.
The Panthers Reebok Edge ones were terrible.
Yeah,
too,
like
you know?
Did anyone
These
have
are bad.
good Reebok Edge era? I guess we'll
Buffalo?
have to see. Yeah.
Like, you know what? The more I look.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
got
know,
him.
No,
Yeah,
wait.
call me nuts. I would even consider sticking the Lightning in an A.
No, that is nuts.
I'd
Why?
go B with you, but I don't think I'd go A.
I love the original.
I'm willing
ones.
to go B.
It's a low B.
It is a low B.
the
So-
low
Oh,
B, but
he believes in it.
I think
Some B's are made
Man,
different.
Luca, you are up with Buffalo. You're a big
Wow.
Buffalo jersey guy. So
Huge. I don't think I have to see this team's jersey history to really initially rank it. But like we'll go through it. Like it's an A for me. Like I don't know
So
what
this
else
is
to
this
say.
is going to be one of the biggest
This
tests
is a
where
big
I
debate
think
here.
they've got some of the top tier jerseys of all time, and they've got some of the absolute worst jerseys.
They
of all
do.
Time. And
You
not
saying
even-
Buffalo
and
Slug?
and Buffalo Slug, the weird cape one.
I actually think they have like top 3 nicest jerseys in NHL history, and I still stand by that. I think they could go toe to toe with the Pens at the top. Like I'm willing to have this
No.
discussion.
I think
I'm not willing
they've
to have
made
this
They're
discussion.
original.
I think the
they
Sabres
have
have
so
just made
much
too
bad
many
stuff.
missteps. Yeah. And I love the red ones.
God,
And
yeah,
I
the red
love the
ones.
goat
Red
head.
ones,
I
yeah.
love
Exactly.
even the
Goat,
alternate to the goat head with the swords across. I was always a big fan of
Yeah.
that one.
I would vote it for the best personally. I think their peaks are just like so high. Not to mention just like the classic colors that they have. Like,
But you don't think the Penguins' peaks are just as high?
I think
And
the
the
Penguins,
Penguins have less
one.
missteps.
Yeah.
They've never made like it's just pure garbage jerseys.
It was the one garbage one.
Z, you are up with the Boston Bruins.
I'm not even really going to hesitate with this one either. I think of all the original 6 teams, I think this is the easiest one to put in an A because their current look, just like the classic from the original 6 era, still very much holds up. And yeah, they've experimented in a lot of different eras with alternates and being one of the first teams to have one of those. And on top of that, a lot of their Winter Classic jerseys have been awesome. And they were kind of just experimental in the beginning. Like they had a bunch of looks that are cool, that hold up, that are awesome. They're an A, of like one of the best.
Would anybody else put this to the best over the Penguins?
It has an argument for it, but like I feel
I like the Penguins logo is cooler.
I guess
And
I think the Penguins' highs are better than the Bruins' highs.
Man, it's like these are nice, but like
Yeah.
the logo is the Bruins logo is cool. It's not like it's not like that detailed or anything. It's like they're nice
Yeah, they just
jerseys.
keep
It's
putting
not the
them
best.
in the front.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
they're not the best.
And I will say the one thing though, if I look through all of the Bruins jerseys, I genuinely think this reverse retro is my favorite Bruins jersey of all time.
This year?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a very fair thing to say. It's too bad they're a bunch of idiots.
Yeah. Probably won't be wearing a Boston jersey anytime soon.
Jesse, you are up with the Ottawa Senators.
Oh, this is an interesting one.
They get some bonus points for having some great current jerseys.
Of course, their current jerseys are so nice.
Which they are the past ones, effectively. Just
Yes.
lightly changed.
The animated center is a little weird. I'm not crazy about the O jersey, but then if you go to like their older jerseys from the early 2000s with the animated Sen, I think they're kind of cool.
I don't
I'm
like them
back.
at all.
I'm back.
I think cool.
They look so
that's-
weird.
that's-
So I was at the Hall of Fame, and they have a jersey in the Hall of Fame where they have, when the Sens won 7 Stanley Cups, they put a patch on their jersey that said Stanley Cup champions, and they wore it just to be like,
that's
we're
their
the
logo?
champions. Yeah, and that was
We
their
are
logo
the
on a
logo.
jersey,
That
which was
would've-
pretty badass.
Pretty nice.
The new jerseys are so nice, and I love the 2D logo.
Sounds like you hate every other one, though. Or not hate,
Yeah,
I don't hate
you're
them. It
down
does
on
sound
all
like
of
I
them.
don't hate them. Honestly, I would stick it in a B, but I feel like everyone else is gonna stick it in a C.
I'm kind of down to go C, yeah.
I'm down to
Hey,
that.
that's a C.
Fine.
Yeah. It's just like
You'll decide, Z. You'll dictate for the whole
No,
group.
but the
man.
rest of them agree too, though. So I'll take that.
I am up with the Detroit Red Wings, and I think this is probably the easiest one I'm going to have all day. That's an A.
Yeah.
I don't think it's near the best because it's the same thing all the time, which I don't have a problem with that. They make a great jersey. They're sticking to what they do. I do think they've also had some great Winter Classic jerseys, like the one with the like kind of the weird looking D.
That's an awful.
Their reverse retro is probably the only misstep I think they've really had. I think at the end of the day, do any of you disagree? This is
no. It's an A. This is a classic jersey,
and like the logo is incredible.
I think they have the weirdest jersey too in hockey history. The one that has like it's a small Red Wings logo and it's off to the
They're
side.
like, what if we just cheaped out?
Yeah,
Use
very
less fabric.
strange.
yeah, very weird.
And what if we just didn't use rulers?
Symmetry? What's symmetry?
What symmetry? What is it?
Okay, Luca, you are up with the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Ooh.
I think this one's very much like Detroit, where it's an A. I think every time they've kind of changed up their logo, it's been a great logo. I wouldn't say it's near the best in any way, but
You used to get pissed at us when we would call it a classic. I remember this from the
and I
office.
love the St. Pat's jersey, so I know some of you guys don't like it. I love the St. Pat's jersey personally.
Not this one though.
No, I love that one.
I
really
would like to hear
it.
your opinion though, because like we grew up here, and
Like-
as much as Luca doesn't like the Leafs,
The 06-07 jerseys, literally some of my favorite hockey jerseys ever. I love the simple font in the middle of the leaf. I just think it comes together really, really well.
And even their Stadium Series jerseys, I'm a fan of.
I think A is fine for
Yeah.
Leafs.
Okay, so Z, this is a good one actually.
Yeah.
You are up with the San Jose Sharks.
they started out with legitimately like a top 5 all-time jersey. Like they took a huge risk, and somehow it looked a shark biting through a stick with like teal. Like it's insane. In the 90s, you would have been like, that is a whack jersey. It would have been treated like the Raptors probably. We all love that jersey. All of the eras were like they're kind of giving you what you want, but not quite, and trying to do their own thing. I actually kind of dislike all of those. Like there are a few that I do. I take it back. I was trying to say like make a case for B, but like they have a lot of strong ones.
For B. That's crazy.
I was gonna say A.
No, I know. I
Yeah,
can't believe you were
I'd
trying to
say
put
A.
these in B. I thought you were going between the best.
Yeah,
and
that's
A.
what I thought.
No,
initially,
it's just they do have a lot of ones recently where it's just like just go back to the full original, like the orange eyes
with the
and
brown.
and the
or
brown,
whatever.
and just like weird stuff where they have made a lot of bad jerseys, and they have a lot of Stadium Series that suck. Like they do have some real stinkers in there.
Their originals, the light blue.
This, yeah.
That's my favorite jersey of all time. I think I'm an A.
Yeah, I think that's an A. The funny thing I'm starting to really realize here is that, like, there's not a lot of bad jerseys. Like, are we going to delete anything?
There's got to be a team out there.
Jesse, you're up with, again, I feel like we just keep saying this for every single team,
know.
but an interesting one
'Kay.
here with the LA Kings.
Okay, the Kings actually infuriate me because their new jerseys, or like their jerseys that they won the cup in, are so goddamn ugly. Like those are so bad. Like what is that logo? It's
bad
terrible.
jersey.
It's literally just like, oh, let's take like one of our whatever logos, stick it in the bottom of of something that looks like a home. Honestly, it looks like home plate for baseball. That is literally the nicest jersey ever. Like, that's
The alternates.
it pisses me off.
Just fire me up.
Yo, Exhibit visited the design room.
Yeah,
Holy.
Especially with it
rattles me.
like shiny like that.
my
That's
God.
I genuinely think like
and then keep going. Then you go to like the purple jerseys,
like
which I think are
their
like
first reverse retro.
yeah, like that's also
those are
really
sick.
beautiful. Like the Kings infuriate me because it's like they're
The-
obsessed with keeping with like this logo that they won the cup with. It's just like move on. Like it's a terrible logo. It's literally one. It's probably my least favorite logo in the NHL.
The
Stadium
1920
Series?
Stadium Series one. I genuinely think this is my favorite Stadium Series jersey ever.
It's cool. The Kings have had some bad jerseys for sure, but I think that their good jerseys are just like literally some of the nicest jerseys.
Have
ever.
they had a good
Country Club
primary
logo?
jersey in the 2000s?
That is so nice.
Yeah,
the
I'm
black
not
one.
mad.
Their 90s jerseys are incredible.
Man, honestly, they have too much
They have to
goodness.
be an A.
I have to put them in an A. Like
Yeah.
I would feel just like guilty.
Are we all good with that today?
Yeah.
Calgary Flames.
They're all
I am
interesting.
up
I
with
love
the
them.
Calgary Flames. I know this is a good.
This is a fun
I'm
tier
happy
list.
we're doing this one.
We like jerseys.
Yeah. I mean the Calgary Flames.
Oh, they're so nice.
I think their current jerseys are incredible. I love just the red and the white.
Yeah.
Oh, he forgot he's ranking them. He's the guy who hates the ones we like.
Love Blasty.
The 2015-16
Awful.
alternate is one
yes.
of the worst jerseys of all time.
Because that honestly is that Batman's logo on the shoulders. Those were nice too. That little element of black. It was just before they were.
There's-
on it.
88-89.
Even the current
Wow.
ones don't hit quite like these.
No.
Wow. And they've got the Atlanta Flames too.
Man, I think
What are
this
you
is a
even?
no-brainer
What are you?
for me.
What are you even
really
waiting
tough.
for?
Like
Well,
it's
it's tough.
So it's not getting above a B for me. So I'll put it in.
What? Come on.
Hey,
get
move it
out
up.
of here. Get out
Move
of
it
here.
up.
Yeah.
There's too many bad jerseys.
Put an
in
A, you
there.
schmuck.
Too many bad.
No.
There's like two.
There are very
Like-
few.
We
bad
just put the
jerseys.
Kings in A, and they have like 10.
Yeah,
bad
but their top
jerseys.
tier jerseys are so much better than the
Because as we
top-tier jerseys.
discussed, it's a high A.
It's a high A.
It's a high
This is
A.
the low.
Mid to lower
But I
A.
don't. Guys, the top tier jerseys for the Flames are pretty elite.
They are.
Are they not?
The new reverse retro.
Love
We
the
all
new
love it.
We loved it.
Yeah.
A lot of other lists out there.
And
definitely did
Blasty
not.
is one of the
Classic.
best.
Yeah.
Luca, you are up with the Vancouver Canucks.
I think the skate jersey is my
But-
favorite jersey of all time.
Don't forget
with
the
you.
new reverse retro jersey.
But like,
love
and
the-
even
That Heritage Classic
2016,
jersey,
17. It's a nice jersey.
incredible. And this jersey
Yeah,
too, the
so
06,
sick.
07, those colors
Yeah.
are phenomenal.
I feel like
They're
as
phenomenal.
a kid, I actually didn't like those that much, and then it probably
Now
is
you
nostalgia
appreciate
that
them
makes.
more.
I
me
just
appreciate
love the
them, but-
logo too. I
Okay.
think their colors on the 06, 07
Yeah,
will
I
work a
agree.
lot better than their current colors
Oh.
for it.
I agree, Luca.
Um,
so the V, it is crazy, and I get that
this
some
one.
people hate it because it's one of those ones we were
course.
talking about. It's for sure ugly, but
Tiger Williams.
but at the same time, it's iconic.
Okay, I'm just for the sake
cool.
of having a fun conversation, let's
No.
vote it in the best.
No.
It is 100% the best to me.
What?
I don't think it's an outrageous thing to say.
The Penguins don't have any jersey that I think anybody picks as the best jersey.
But
of
like,
all time.
other than the skate one, like the rest of them, like I like them and they're kind of cool. But like Pittsburgh's got like hits. Even the Kings, I'm shocked we're not having that conversation of the Kings, let alone the Canucks.
Kings have
Well,
two
they-
jerseys.
the Kings is they have so many bad ones.
The Canucks'
They-
current jerseys are also like not bad. Like they're actually
They're
it's a nice
okay.
jersey.
They're good.
I don't know. And then that 06, 07 era, you guys really like? Like
I
those
love
are
that
life.
era of
I like those
jerseys.
a
Oh,
lot.
I guess
Yeah.
I just disagree.
You know
I don't
what?
think
You know
those are
what,
that
fellas?
cool.
I'm really
Honestly,
into it.
I love the Canucks jersey, and the skate is so nice. But I still think I got Penguins at the top.
Well, it's an A.
Yeah.
It's an A. It's
We
still
can
it's
revisit
still
it
one
after.
of the best.
We don't
No,
even have to.
I was
We
gonna
didn't get
say
the
no.
votes.
I think
Unless you're gonna change your mind, you
Yeah.
coat.
Z, you were up with Vegas Golden Knights.
The logo is really cool. Like they started out great, and it's tough to make like gray interesting or a deep slate or whatever.
Trust me.
Exactly. It's tough. And I think they did a great job. People don't like the gold jersey, but I actually quite like it. I like when they do the white gloves and stuff. But it's a low B because it's a classic in the making.
Wow.
In 10 years, I think people are going to be like, they just, they really nailed it on their first jersey. And
They did.
Yeah.
It's a hard thing to do.
Yeah. And it's hard to make like reverse retros when you have no history, and so I
And that makes
really
sense why
love
they're not
this
gray.
jersey. Yeah.
Their new reverse retros nice. The
Yeah,
red
no,
ones too.
they're
I think the
okay,
red ones
no.
brutal.
Yeah, exactly. The red one's brutal.
So B, yeah, I think
Yeah.
I'm fine
But a
with that.
low B.
No, I like it. I like
As
it.
a new classic.
Okay, another interesting one that I think.
Oh,
well, I mean, it's not that interesting because I think I know where it's gonna end up. But the Anaheim Mighty Ducks, Jesse.
The Ducks like kind of make me a little sick because they've had some incredible jerseys and then they just release absolute poo-poo. That is like amazing.
The
These-
90s jerseys are incredible.
maybe the nicest jerseys ever.
Top
With
5.
the Sharks, yeah.
Which is growing
No,
by
no,
the
no,
day.
no,
Top
legitimately.
five's up to 20 right now. We're counting.
I would actually narrow it. I'd say those are in the top 3. But then they ditch this and they go to like this brutal new look.
One jersey that doesn't get enough heat is the one that was in between them. That was like kind of like the eggplant in black with it just said like Anaheim Mighty Ducks across.
That gets
Terrible.
me. That gets me.
Guys, the Ducks reverse retros, everyone's going nuts about them. I'm just like
Are people
not-
going nuts?
I'm not as
people
about-
love it?
People like it, yeah.
Do they?
I'm not
People
as
like
about
it.
them because I'm just like this is just like a jersey that I love that just like is
You
using
really
colors
don't
that
like
work.
I feel like every time we talk about the
don't like
Ducks,
the
like the
orange.
colors. Yeah, you just hate the color scheme.
I'm meant since they left the purple and the white and green. I've never liked their colors as much as I want to put them in a B because their original
Wow.
jerseys
What?
are
Whoa.
so nice. I think I have to put them in a C.
Wow. Honestly, like
Man,
I
their
understand
original
why.
Like a high C?
like dude, their original jerseys are like literally my favorite ever. But then I look at what they did after, and it's just like it's like just
And they currently rock them
yeah.
still.
It's like just drop the shovel. C for me.
C
C
feels,
feels
a
too
little low.
harsh. Yeah.
I like it that you've
Like
brought the
in my
discussion.
mind, like how can we with that argument have the Kings in A?
But the Kings have had like many nice jerseys. The Ducks had their beautiful jerseys, but outside of those jerseys, it's like everything's been crap. I'll put it in a B, but I hate what they've done since those jerseys. I think Trevor Zegras should be wearing a way cooler jersey than the garbage that he has to put on everything.
I would have put it in C with you.
Yeah.
I am up with the Edmonton Oilers, and I think this is pretty clearly an A. Their alternate from like last year with the navy and the orange is probably in my mind like their worst jersey.
yeah, and
ever.
that one sold really well.
Yeah, and
Which is-
like it's still because like I don't even think it's that bad.
Not bad.
The kids like it, man.
I don't know if I'd put them in an A.
Like they
That's
got
a
the
nice
Todd
jersey.
McFarlane
No, like
jersey.
listen, we got like Flyers in there. Like I feel like they deserve about as much respect as the Flyers.
But either way, I'm not.
You don't
I'm
think
not
B?
hating on them. I like these. Why B?
I don't know if I'd put them in an A.
Like they
That's
got
a
the
nice
Todd
jersey.
McFarlane
No, like
jersey.
like listen, we got like Flyers in there. Like I feel like they deserve about as much respect as the Flyers.
I think they deserve more because they've at least tried to have a different logo than their normal logo and different colors than
did
their
only
normal
do that
colors.
one time.
Okay, but they also
I
changed
don't-
up.
they ain't been
changed
trying
up-
that
All
hard.
their logos look the same.
They changed up their colors as well.
So there.
Like they've actually experimented with different colors that weren't just the same colors for the entire.
Personally, I care a little less about that, like because like the experimenting part is like for the reverse retros. At the same
I'm leaving it in A now personally because I think there's a lot of other ones in there that are similar that like if we're gonna move this down, I think we have to move other stuff down. Okay, so Luca, you were up with the Seattle Kraken.
This is so tough. Like I don't know.
Are you,
Just
are you
including
saying
the
it because like
reverse retro.
D's looking a little lonely right now with just the Blue Jackets?
I'm honestly just not a fan of their jerseys. Like, I don't like the reverse retro. I thought they should have tried an alternate logo like Vegas did with their reverse retros in their first year. I don't like the blue on blue color scheme. I like the logo, but I think I would like it more if it was like a Kraken and just not an S with an I in it. They're not that great right now. I'm not inspired by them.
the reverse-
They're kind of meh.
Reverse
they are.
retro, that might have been the one. Like I think we all left the room being like, we probably should
Left a lot to be desired.
We
man.
should have been a little harsher on that one because like the more I looked, I'm like, yeah, that's definitely my least favorite one.
Dude,
Yeah.
they should have used the anchor. Like that's such a sick.
I still disagree with that, but like the
Seattle
I'd like to see the
Metropolitans would
anchor.
have been a nice way to throw back
Yeah.
and tie some of the history.
although when I look back at the Seattle Metropolitans jerseys, those things are awful. So
Personally, feels like more of a C to me. But when you're judging on like, you know, the Golden Knights are pretty much the closest competition they'd have. Here's a team who nailed it. Dummied them right off the thing.
Yeah.
And so I still think a C might be fair for them, but like it's hard to vote them.
God damn
at
it,
a
Golden
D.
Knights. They piss me off so much. They're so good at everything.
Wow. Daniel, you are up with the Colorado Avalanche.
All right, Luca.
Thank you, Quebec.
Yeah, because we are including Nordiques.
Oh, yeah.
Those are beautiful jerseys. I actually think they hit another team who, right out of expansion, nailed it. They had a great look. I love that. Like, that's probably the first jersey I remember, like, growing up loving. Like, Patrick
original
Waugh,
Avs.
33, his first year there. I remember there was a kid in the playground who had it. He was, like, a bigger kid. He was, like, a grade 6, and he had it. I remember, like, going home being like, oh, my God, like, I need that jersey. I think...
They've had a lot of stinkers too.
Yeah, I was going to say...
Their alternate cabinet is disgusting.
It's really bad. But some
my
of
gosh.
not all of them. Some people really don't like the A. I don't know if it's to hear from the Stadium Series. I actually don't mind that, even though
I
it looks
like
like
it.
I think
looks
that
like a
was kinda
Coors
cool.
Light can.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's growing on me a little.
The silver bullet.
yeah, silver bullet. Check the mountains. You know it's cold. I think it's like a B. It's like a mid B.
I think these are way nicer than the Oilers. Way nicer. I think the logo is nicer. I think the Nordiques jerseys are nicer. I think if we're gonna stick the Oilers in A, how can you not
think
stick?
so,
Wait,
too.
are the Oilers in A right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't shove it to B. I forgot.
Like, look at that. That is so
Yeah.
much nicer than the Oilers.
I think Nordiques
That, the
is
Oilers
like,
are really messing
Okay,
this
wait.
up right now.
Okay, wait.
I'm sticking them in B right now. If you guys want to vote it up,
Let's
then
put
go
them
ahead.
in A. Let's move them up.
I would vote them in A.
No, definitely.
Well, remember, we're gonna remove. the
Wow.
Oilers.
I think the Avs current
All
jerseys
right.
are beautiful.
Oh yeah, you know
They're
what? You know
so
what? Actually,
sick,
sorry.
man.
You know what?
Yeah.
That is actually kind of large. Them switching the font to a blue, I actually love that. I think that looks wonderful.
Yeah.
It's hard to make a jersey that already looked good, like adds something to it where you're like, oh, that's like the new version.
I do really
of
like
how
their
it looks
logo.
good. Yeah, but
Logo's
logos.
one of
I'm
the best.
sorry. That's talking crazy. I was talking crazy. It's an A.
Nordiques is one of the
classic.
best
It's an
jerseys of all
Yeah,
time.
it's an A.
Of all time.
It belongs in
And it
there.
looks
Yeah.
actually
Yeah, Oilers
in
to
those
be?
Avs
Actually,
colors
sorry,
too.
I would like to go back to the fact that I do think the Nordiques jersey is one of the most overrated jerseys of all time.
Oh.
Oh no.
Did you
No,
know that
and the
it's an
reverse
igloo?
retro? That one.
The reverse retro is amazing, and the
Oilers
original
to
is
be?
incredible. Look how
one
nice
of the
that
dumbest
is.
things is what Jesse just said
An
about
igloo.
how people go like, "Oh, it's an igloo." And it's like, who cares?
Why?
What does that have to do with anything?
It's an igloo.
Why would I care about that? It's
Actually,
not.
What does any
it's
logo
not-
have to do with
I know,
anything?
It's
Looks like an
not
ele-
pretending to be anything else.
Looks like
What
it.
else was it? I didn't
an
know
elephant.
it was an igloo.
Looks like
Yeah,
an
because
elephant.
you can't tell what it is because it sucks. Okay, to the Dallas Stars,
Okay.
which is hilarious because like, is this gonna be an A?
No. Whoa. The Dallas Stars, for me, are absolutely not an A. I obviously love their original jerseys, but if you look at Dallas's current jerseys and that garbage, Z, no offense,
Z loves it.
I just think the Stars have had a lot of crap, and I think their current logo, I think it's honestly my least favorite jersey in the league. I don't even think I'm exaggerating when I say it. The logo is terrible. The colors are brutal. I think I'm going to stick these in a B.
I'm into it.
I have no arguments with that.
Yeah. I do love like the 2000s era jersey or 90s era.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Okay, I am up with the Blackhawks jersey, which, I mean, this one's pretty controversial. I think we've, I don't know if we've shared our opinions on it before. We've definitely not included the logo in certain things just because, honestly, genuinely think they should change the logo at this point. It's something that offends some people, even if it's not everybody that's offending. Some people just don't want to be treated like your team's mascot. So I think that's pretty fair. And I think in the hockey community, it's a jersey that is often kind of held up as one of the best jerseys of all time. I just don't think it should be there. I'm going to throw it down to a B, which honestly might not even be harsh enough. It's just, I just do think if we're doing a jersey list, it's usually regarded as a pretty good jersey. I think B is fine, but change the logo.
And just to build off your point, we've seen the Portland Winterhawks have the same logo, and they switched. And it's like Chicago. Like, you can find something else that'll work well with the jersey pattern that you have right now.
Most important thing is if people are offended by it, change the logo. It's not that big of an inconvenience to do it.
Yeah.
to make
It's like-
everyone feel included and feel good.
At the end of the day, like, again, we love jerseys and we love logos, but like it's just like a sports logo, and if like the turn side of it is people are just offended and it's definitely not originally meant with malicious intent, yeah, but people are still uncomfortable with it, is that big a deal to change it? Like, is it really? Like, I'm sure you'd move on pretty quickly.
Just like we will.
Yeah.
And Luca, you're up with the Winnipeg Jets.
Wow. Your Winnipeg Jets.
Tread lightly here, buddy.
I'm thinking this is a pretty solid jersey history. If I had to say, I feel like their Heritage Classic jerseys are just top 5, as he says.
Oh yeah.
Top
Infinite,
so
infinite
nice.
top 5.
Gotta say.
Oh, look at that
I
jersey.
hate the reverse retros that they've done. The light blue one still doesn't sit well with me.
The current jersey,
No,
have
no,
you
no.
mentioned it?
The current jersey
Not
is
great.
Not great. I need the red for the Jets for me. And their original jersey is incredible. This franchise also has the Thrashers jerseys involved with them too. So
That is so-
which is some good, some
some
bad.
good, some bad. It's 50-50.
That is such a nice jersey. The 2006-2017 Classic and the
It's
other
beautiful.
Heritage Classic.
It's a nice one.
They're
If
incredible.
the Jets switch those full time, they'd be the nicest jersey set, in my opinion, in the league.
I agree, but they're
It'd
not
be top 5.
The top 5, but it's not right now. It's outside the top 5 anywhere that could be. So it's a B.
I'd honestly
And
go
you?
C. Just
Wow.
purely because I think they're home and away ones that they've just
Current.
gone unchanged for so long now.
Current.
First of all, I actually really like the new reverse retro jersey. Props to the Jets. for
Yeah,
the
I
new
agree. I
reverse
like
retro.
it a lot.
They did a
It's a
great
solid
job.
one.
Both of our Heritage Classic jerseys are beautiful, but outside of that, I'm not crazy about our current jerseys, and like they just don't, like, the bands on the side just don't really do it for me as much. But then if you take into account what we had with the Thrashers too, some cool jerseys.
But also some bad ones there too.
Yeah, like if you guys want to leave it a C, you can leave it a C. I would probably say B, but if you want to leave it C, it's okay.
We'll leave
Cool.
it
He
at
get his
C.
piece in there. We get our C.
Yeah.
You're up.
Nashville. Okay. C.
Is it a D?
Guys, not kidding. For me, I would delete Nashville. I mean, I think they have the worst. I think they have the worst jerseys in the history of the league. They never work. They're just ugly.
And
Their colors are
honestly,
that one's kind of cool. But
you know what the one I kind of like is this one.
Yeah. Wait, this one?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
10, 11 alternates.
I don't like it at all.
That's fair.
I like that.
Because I was going to say,
That's kind of cool.
I agree with Jess. I think we should delete them. But
Jesse,
like,
let's
because
do
like
it.
They probably have. They
their
do
most,
have.
their
we have
most
to-
famous jersey of all time that like I have some soft spots for is
awful.
actually a horrendous
Mustard
jersey.
awful.
Cat is exhausted.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, I was way too fair with them. It probably is the worst jersey set in NHL history, even though their originals. I actually liked them when they first came out, and I still kind of like them. Yeah, I'd say D. I don't know if delete this is like a little harsh.
Nah.
But if someone's got to get deleted, this is probably the candidate.
Like, honestly, delete it.
Done.
Yeah, I love that.
I was gonna say D.
I didn't know if we were gonna get one.
Yeah.
But
We got one.
My whole
Ladies and
time I
gentlemen.
had my eyes set on this. Okay, now let's go to the next one. Call me nuts.
don't you dare.
No, you're not gonna get the votes.
I think the Coyotes make an argument for the best.
Of course they
Oh
don't.
my
No,
God.
they
in any world.
I genuinely might put
Listen.
them in C.
Yeah.
No, you're talking about the Jets' history too, though. With these,
Yeah.
Barely.
Yeah.
what do you mean barely? Like the Teemu Selanne jerseys is part of this history. First of all, the Kachina jerseys are absolutely beautiful. The reverse retros have both been very cool. The Jets 90s jerseys, some of the nicest in NHL history, top 5. These jerseys are my favorite, but they're not they're not that bad. Like I actually kind of like these jerseys in a weird way. And the Jets.
I think there was something they could have gone with. I think the execution of it's pretty awful.
I don't
like the
don't
logo.
think it's that bad.
That's
I
what I'm
think
saying. I
the
think the
logo's
logo
I
is
like the
like
colors, actually.
Yeah, the colors and the logo are fine, but I think overall the jerseys are pretty nothing.
It's higher
Wow.
than. Did you say you're gonna give a C? That I don't.
C's way too aggressive.
There's a lot of teams who've been saying, "What are you doing? Just go back to the full originals."
And they
Sharks-
did it.
Sorry, and they did it. So here they deserve to be rewarded. We
So
didn't
I'd
reward
be,
the last.
I'd be
list
willing
we
to
did.
put them at B then.
I would put them in A. We've had some bangers in the past. Like jerseys that are not considered part of like the new Jets, which is why I would rank the Coyotes above the new Jets for sure in my tier
It's a
ranking.
strong to light low A with what
Yeah,
you're saying.
like that. These are cool jerseys too. Like that's a really nice jersey. Like
I'm not that into these ones, honestly.
I
The
don't know. I think it's
Temu ones,
sick.
I'm into. I always say I don't like the shoulder.
I'm also just like not into the. I get that we're doing this because the NHL considers it the franchise, but they will literally never wear these for a retro night.
the reason the Canes get like a little more credit for Hartford is because they use
they-
the
they've
Hartford.
Colorado
genuinely
went
worn
back
it,
to the
they've used
Nordiques. Like
They will never use the Jet stuff. The best
So
is
they're
crazy to say.
no,
A
maybe
is-
not.
makes sense.
Like,
But to be fair, I will also say their reverse retro, in retrospect, I think is the one that we were too high on. Like I seeing it as
Yeah.
a full uniform.
we discussed that.
I thought their uniform for it sucked. Like because they just went black helmet, black pants, black gloves, and
Yeah.
it just does not look.
But
that
man,
good.
it's
look.
weird, yeah. Like they're one of the only ones who are like at the top of that list who like messed it up with the rest of the uniform.
Yeah.
The Kachina to me is like
It's an A.
It's
You
like-
got my vote for A.
I agree. Kachina top 5.
Top
top
go
five.
through the other
Top
jerseys.
five.
I'd
Someone
go-
make a
I'd
list
go
of the
B.
top 5.
It's a B for me, and like
I agree.
A?
could be a C.
No, C is too low.
The Kachinas aren't as great as the Ducks' best ones, and their worst aren't as bad as the Ducks' best ones. So I think they should just be in B with them.
I'm not that heated about it. I'd voted for A, but like B is fine too. A high B.
I'll give it a high B.
I mean,
IB.
I should decide, but
No, you're outvoted.
like
I
the
feel
Kachinas
like-
are way nicer than the Habs jerseys.
Oh,
Meow.
It's all good. You guys may disagree with me, but I got a lot of people agreed with me in the comments. So
There you
it's
go.
cool.
Let them
It's
know.
often. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, that Jesse guy, he's got good taste in jerseys.
Guy hits control fine and he goes Jesse in the comments.
Jesse's right.
Okay, so I am up with the Minnesota Wild, which
This is a tough one,
this is
actually.
an interesting one.
It'd be different if either of us ranks. I'm telling you right now, because I think you're putting it in the bottom.
I'm considering B or A, honestly. I like all of their jerseys pretty much.
Oh, yes.
The originals are
The
great.
2006, 2007s.
People love that jersey. By the way, in the comments, we made fun of that jersey once, and people were like, "No,
No, that's a
And
cool jersey, too.
Their
Yeah.
Winter Classic
Winter
one.
Classic
was
one's
sick.
nice.
You put some brown in
And-
there, you can't go wrong."
And again, their reverse retro this year not as sick. Their original one I think is really nice.
Or like, eat fresh.
Yeah,
Great
exactly.
lettering again too.
I like them. Personally, I'm putting it out as an A.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think this is the only other one that can compete for the
We
best.
like jerseys,
And so this is.
is this the last one?
Personally, I do like these more than the Penguins. I think the Blues have such an
let's go
incredible variety.
to the
tough.
tape.
This is tough, by the way, because I absolutely love a lot of the Blues jerseys.
These to me are kind of like similar to the Calgary Flames. Like similar colors. Like
Yeah,
there's
I've
bright
always thought
colors.
that too. Yeah.
And like not enough to dethrone the Penguins, but we'll stick it in an A.
They actually deserve a lot of respect. Like they're one of the top jerseys, top 5.
They're the team that inspired us to do this list. Okay, fine. It's an A. Penguins are the best. It's fine.
They're just the
It's
best.
tough.
It's
Okay,
weird.
rejigging.
I don't.
We've
I
got
don't.
too many in A.
Okay, I'm gonna just fire some out. Canes down to D.
I'm fine.
I'm less passionate about that.
Yeah, I'm okay with
at
it.
the moment.
Let's do
Okay,
it.
I would like to nominate something. Oilers to B.
We're not gonna get
If-
votes.
If we also move the Avs down to B.
No.
The reason
This is
that the
full
Oilers
sense.
and the Avs stick out to me is that so the other teams that we keep bringing up, all of them have a jersey that you can argue as the best of all time. The Oilers and
I
the
think
Avs do
the-
not.
Oh,
I think
sorry,
the Avs do with the Nordiques.
The Avs do with the Nordiques for sure.
You
Yeah,
really
you
don't
Definitely
like
with
the
the
Nordiques
Nordiques.
one.
Most people would argue that the Nordiques is top 5.
I think
I'd argue
Top- at
it's
least
top,
top 5.
I think it's top 3.
Wow. And
Maybe
their,
top
their,
1.
Their
Yeah.
new reverse retro of the Nordiques,
Very
they
nice.
nailed
Nice.
it.
Definitely.
Very nice.
how about Oilers and Kings down to B?
No.
I could see
I like
that.
the Kings too much.
Do you guys think Dallas should go down to C? Like,
Yeah.
are they really that special?
I'd move
I would too because Dallas's new jerseys are
We don't like them.
terrible.
And they've had some real bad ones.
Yeah, and they're glow in the dark jerseys.
There
Just
we
a little.
go.
It
I,
doesn't-
That feels-
still think the Coyotes belong in C. I don't think they belong in B.
I'm fine with the Kachina rescuing them to B.
Yeah.
It's like if you have one of the greatest jerseys of all time, you get some credit for that.
So
right?
Pittsburgh's
Definitely.
there because not only do they have a jersey that's arguably one of the best of all time, top 5.
And
They
are
also
you
just
saying Robo Penguin with that?
no. I'm saying like their current set and like the original, like the Lemieux set,
I
like
don't think-
originally.
I don't think anybody puts that top 5.
Their current
Really?
set is amazing.
I think it's
man.
really nice. I think it's everybody.
Do you think
agrees.
Robo Penguins are the one that's like
I'm
one
just
of the
saying,
greatest?
most of the time when
I think
people are
so.
ranking top 5, it usually ends up being one of the more unique jerseys. And-
What are the
and I
top
think-
5 greatest jerseys ever? Actually,
Stop this.
We don't have enough time. Because
Any
our list
other
would be,
ones?
as we said, we like our top 5 because it's way more
So,
than 5.
so are we leaving? Are we leaving the list like this then? Honestly, I look at all the A's and I'm kind of just like, I think they all belong.
There.
We're not trying to fill that category, you know. We want a lean A section.
Yeah. Whatever. End the video.
Nice.
Video over.
I'll move the Oilers.
oh,
Not video over.
Video
Video
over.
over.